How's it going, everybody? The hot stove is heating up. Word around the campfire is that Gary Sanchez could be leaving the Yankees. There was a post in the New York Post today, and it was also brought up on the Michael Kay show this evening, that Gary Sanchez is probably going to be traded this winter. The Yankees are fielding offers for their 27, soon-to-be 28-year-old catcher, who batted .147 with 10 home runs and 24 RBIs in 2020. Now, when Gary Sanchez first came up in 2016, he hit .299 with 20 home runs and 42 RBIs. He finished second in the Rookie of the Year voting, despite only playing in 53 games. He had another great year in 2017, hitting .278 with 33 home runs and 90 RBIs. He also hit 34 home runs in 2019. His power has never been in question, but over the years he's become more reliant on pulling the ball. And he's kind of gotten away from that approach that he took when he first came up and was so great, where he would use the whole field. And when he first came up, he was pretty good defensively too. He's always had a great arm. He's still got a great arm, but he's always struggled with blocking balls in the dirt. They've improved his framing somewhat with a lower catching stance last year, but he still has trouble getting to balls in the dirt. And I think it's become clear that Kyle Higashioka, the Yankees' backup catcher, who's 30 years old, by the way, as I was pointed out, I mentioned he was young in one of my other videos. I meant that he was young in terms of playing time. I really should have used the word inexperienced. He's inexperienced, but he's a good player. He's probably going to hit way better than 150. He's got a little bit of power. We saw him hit 3 home runs in a game this season. The Yankees have also been in contact with Yadier Molina, who's 38 years old. Problem there is that he wants a 2-year contract. Now, he is an elite defender, and he can help out some of your young pitchers. So it remains to be seen what the Yankees will do, but the odds are that they're going to trade Gary Sanchez here over the next few weeks. Now, could he be used as part of a package for a Francisco Lindor? Maybe. He doesn't make that much money. He made $5 million this year. He's probably going to make another $1 million next year, an extra $1 million, because he is due for arbitration. You never get a pay decrease in arbitration. It's almost always a raise, but he's not going to get much of a raise because, really, he was bad this year. So look for him to make about $6 million, and he's got a lot of upside. There's a lot of teams out there that would take a chance on a Gary Sanchez that he could have that big year where he hits 35 or 40 home runs and manages to make contact. Now, I think whatever team he's going to go to is going to be surprised by how bad he is defensively. I know the metrics say that he's a good defensive player, but every time I turn on the game, every time that it's a key situation, he seems to boot one in the dirt or totally miss a pitch. I don't know. He just doesn't seem like he's ever going to get substantially better on defense. So I think this is the right move. And to be honest, the Yankees need a bit more contact. Kyle Higashioka, even though he's a guy who doesn't draw many walks, he hasn't walked since 2018, in limited at-bats, I grant you. But he's a guy that makes contact. You know, he'll hit singles. He'll use the whole field. He's got power, but he's not going to be a home run or nothing type of hitter. He's content with getting a broken bat bloop single over the second baseman's head. And he's a really good defensive catcher. So I'm not sure what way the Yankees are going to go, whether they bring in a Molina or they hand over the keys to Kyle Higashioka. Eric Kratz has said he is not going to play in 2021. So if the Yankees do choose to go with Kyle Higashioka, they may have to get a backup catcher. And, you know, that can be had pretty much anywhere. There's a lot of, 35 and 40-year-old catchers out there that can't really hit, but happy to get back there and catch the ball for you. Austin Romine could be a guy that they bring back, too. I mean, he's done it in New York. I'm sure the Tigers would like to cut costs a little bit. And Romine, even though he does deserve to start, I mean, he's going to get a lot of equal playing time if you bring him back. But I'm not sure the Yankees would go down that road. I'm sure they'll try and find somebody like an Eric Kratz who's a bit older, can be had very cheaply, and can work with the pitchers, will stay, on the field pretty much, is not going to pull a hamstring running out a single because he's, old and fat and slow. That's basically what they're looking for in a backup catcher. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens with Gary Sanchez. Hopefully this can happen soon because I'm getting a little bored here. We need some hot stove action.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps YouTube suggest this channel to other Yankees fans.